Hey guys, Pete from London Camera Exchange. The mirror systems from Canon have started with the EOS M, there was the high-end M3, and then the M10, which was for the entry-level market. We're back down at Canon HQ to check out what's new from their compact systems. And here it is, the latest addition to the Canon mirrorless range, the Canon EOS M5. We're back with Dave Parry here from Canon HQ, and he's going to give us a rundown and show us a couple of the features and explain what's new inside this beast. Dave, over to you.
Okay, yeah, so this is an addition to our EOS M lineup. It'll sit right at the top, so this is going to sit above the M3 and obviously above the M10 as well. It's designed primarily for people who want a very similar control to an EOS camera that they're using at the moment, but in a much smaller, lighter form. You'll see by the grip on here, it's a very, very big, deep grip, which makes it very, very comfortable to use. And all the controls are very similar to an EOS. So you've got a control wheel here, you've got a control wheel here, and you can change what these do as well. You've got exposure compensation dial just on the top there, a control wheel on the back, and then you've got the main command dial here, which is very similar to what you'd expect, as I said, on an EOS camera. So it really is part of the EOS family. I have to say I love the look and feel of this. It does feel very, very nice and really tactile. And what I love what we've done with this is that the metal top and bottom plate is the same colour as these lenses, which makes it very, very subtle and a very nice camera, I think a very pleasing camera on the eye. The first thing that really stands out on this, I think, is the viewfinder that's on the top. So you've got centrally located, so it's right above where the lens is.
Keeps a lot of people happy, yeah.
Yeah, and it's much easier to use when you're panning and this kind of thing for tracking moving subjects. It's much easier if the viewfinders, you know, like they are on all SLRs. It's a digital viewfinder. You've also got a large screen on the back. It's a 1.62 million dot screen, so it's the highest resolution screen that we make.
Okay.
And it's obviously all touch screen as well.
So internally, obviously, you're going to have your megapixel range, your processor, your sensor. Has any of that been generated? Is it new technology in there, or was it seen previously in other cameras?
No, it is. There's a lot of new technology inside here. We've got a 24 million pixel sensor. This is very, very similar to what we've got in the 80D, which I think is great because the image quality, or the reviews that we've had on the 80D have been fantastic for its image quality. So the sensor is very similar to that. Okay. We've got Digic 7. So we've got our latest Digic processor inside here. The camera will run at 7 frames a second, which makes it very, very quick. What's nice about this is that there are other cameras that run faster than 7 frames a second for this kind of camera, but with 7 frames a second you get autofocus and auto exposure. You also get a long buffer rate as well, so it will shoot at 7 frames a second for quite a long period of time before the camera slows down, which I think is really key for a product of this type. One of the key specifications for this has got to be the autofocus on here, and I'm really pleased to say we've got our best live view autofocus system, which is dual pixel CMOS AF. That's the best one that we have. It covers 80% of the image capture area, so it's very, very fast and a very, very accurate system. Something that's quite nice that we've done with this as well is that usually when you're using a viewfinder on a product like this, the screen becomes inactive, which means you can't change your focus points. But what we've done with this is that even though you're using the viewfinder, you can still use your thumb on the touch screen to actually change where the AF point is, which I think is a really, really good function and really makes it
pretty clever, quicker
to move your AF point around rather than having to push buttons and dials. Now the dual pixel CMOS AF is not a new piece of technology. We've had it for a while. It's on things like the 80D. It's on our Cinema EOS cameras as well, which so it's a real tried and tested autofocus system.
So talking about the C series of cameras, you've got video functionality in here. What kind of things is it being able to shoot at?
Well, it'll shoot full HD at 60p, which is really nice to work with the dual pixel CMOS AF, because not only have you got really fast, accurate autofocus, you can track moving subjects and they will be pin sharp, but having it at 60p means that when you are shooting fast moving things like maybe, I don't know, like a waterfall or something like that, you'll be able to get all the detail and everything that's in the water, which is really nice. You've also got a microphone input on this one as well, and it's got a variable angle screen, so you can use it as a video camera, so you can be nice and comfortable when you're shooting in movies as well.
So with that in mind, stability-wise, is there any stabilization for the video side of things?
Yeah, so you have the 5-axis IS when you're shooting movies, which gives you the ability to compensate for lots of different types of movement, including things like yaw and this kind of thing. So very, very handy if you're shooting video while you're moving around, whether you're walking or shooting from a moving car or something like that. You can still get really, really steady shots.
NFC and Wi-Fi is obviously pretty standard now with new releases coming to the market. I'm assuming the M5's got that built in too?
Yes, so it has Wi-Fi and NFC to make it super simple to share your images or to be able to control the camera remotely. But something new that we've got on here, which we've never had on a camera of this type before, is Bluetooth.
Okay.
So you have Bluetooth connectivity as well. That'll make it a lot quicker for that initial connection with the camera to your smart device, whether that's a phone or a tablet or whatever. But also what's really nice about the Bluetooth is that it gives you the ability to activate the camera remotely over much greater distances. Mm-hmm. So you don't have the same sort of control that you have if you're doing it through the Wi-Fi, but with Bluetooth the range is much, much greater. So you can have the camera significantly further away from yourself and still be able to shoot. I think that would be great for wildlife photography and this kind of thing. You could set this up somewhere very close to a bird nest or something like that and be a really good distance away where you can't disturb your subject and still be able to activate the camera. So I think that's a really exciting feature to have.
Seems really great and a really little, small little beast with lots inside of it. So no, looking forward to getting a bit more hands-on with this in the future. So brilliant, great. Thanks to see us again and explain that to us, Dave. If you want any more information, head into your local London Camera Exchange or check it out online.